Okay, let us start our chapter matter. What is matter? What is matter? So let us understand what is a matter. Introduction. Matter. We know we are using so many things or materials in our day-to-day life. Before that, let us consider a piece of chalk. Chalk piece. Chalk piece. It is an example for matter because of if I placed chalk piece on my palm, is it occupied some space? If I place on the board, is it occupy some space? Is it placed? If it is placed in my packet, is it occupy some space? If I place the chalk piece on the table, chair, floor, is it occupy some space or not? Yes, you know. Whenever we place the piece of chalk on any different surfaces, it must occupy some space. So that space occupied by any object or material is called value. Is called value. Value means space occupied. Space occupied. Space occupied. Then mass. Let us know what is meant by a mass. Matter present in the body we can call, or something present in the body. So this chalk piece contains something inside it, right? That is called as a mass. So something or we can say that is simply matter in the body. In the body we can say that the mass. So means, for example, simply has it some weight? It has some weight or not, right? It must have some weight, right? So anything in the world, anything in the world or universe, anything in the world or universe that has mass and value is called matter. So matter is a substance or anything in the universe that has mass and value is called matter. Everything, anything which has mass, simply for understanding, it has some weight, mass, and must occupy some space. Is called mass. So human being, we are also one of the example for matter. Water must have some mass and occupy some space. Air has some mass and occupy some space. A chair, table, stone, chalk piece, book, duster, stick, right? Sugar, salt, any chemical substances, brick, wood, right? Then iron, aluminum sheet, doors, right? Electric bulb, fan, whatever, is all are the example for matter. All are the example for matter because of they have some mass and they must occupy some space. So according to the chemistry, anything in the universe that has mass and volume, that considered as a matter. So let us know matter. This matter is made up of. This matter is made up of small particles. Small particles. You can call them molecules. You can call them molecules. These molecules again formed by very small particles. You can call them atoms. You can call them atoms. These atoms again formed by very small particles or tiny particles called as subatomic particles. Subatomic particles like proton, neutron and electron. Finally, we can say that every matter made up of particles. Every matter made up of particles. So matter is made up of particles. So they are small. Matter, nothing but a substance or a material or an object, is made up of small particles. We can call as molecules. These molecules again formed by very small particles. We can call atoms. These are again formed by very small particles. Very small particles called subatomic particles. They are proton, neutron and electron. So, studying about the matter is not a new concept, because of our ancient Indian philosopher like Rishi Kanada says that every matter is made up of small particle. Every matter is made up of small particle. That small particle we can call as paramanu. Nothing but atom. Right? Every matter is made up of a small particle called as paramanu. This is said by Rishi Kanada or Acharya Kanada. Stated that every matter is made up of a small particle called as paramanu. Later it is termed as atoms. Right. So finally we have to understand that every matter is made up of particle. So matter introduction completed, then how the particle or the composition of matter completed. So what are the characteristic properties? Characteristic properties of particles of matter. These particles have some characteristic properties. These particles have some characteristic properties. What are those characteristic properties? Right. Characteristics are properties or particles of matter. So, particles of matter are very small. Particles of matter are very small. Next, particles of matter have space between them. Particles of matter have space between them. Then particles of matter moves continuously. Particles of matter move continuously. Next, particles of matter attract each other. Particles of matter attract each other. So these are the four properties or characteristics of particles of matter. Particles of matter are very small, very tiny, very small particles. Particles of matter have space between them. Between one particle to another particle, there is some space. Then particles of matter moves continuously. Then particles of matter attract each other. So these characteristics we will discuss by doing some activities if it is possible. Then next, states of matter. How many states? States of matter. There are mainly three types of states of matter. There are mainly three states. They are solids, liquids and gases. Solids, liquids and gases. Example for solids. You can write many, maximum all solids. For example, stone, chalk, wood, etc. Liquids, water, best example. Water, oil, petrol, diesel, kerosene, etc. Gases, hydrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, etc. So there are mainly three types of states of matter. One is solids, liquids and gases. Example for solids are stone, chalk, wood, plate, right, metal plate, wood, sheet, stove, already we have take table, chair, water bottle, beaker, wood, stick, all are the example for solids. Then what about the liquids? Liquids examples: water, oil, petrol, diesel, kerosene, right? Soft drinks, whatever, all are the example for liquids. Gases, examples: hydrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, nitrogen, chlorine. So these are the example for gases. So a matter is nothing but anything in the universe that has mass and value called matter. Every matter is made up of very tiny particles or very small particles. These small particles with small particles matter is made up of. Then, so matter, molecules, atoms, subatomic particles. Subatomic particles. Then, these particles of matter have some characteristic properties or some characteristics. They are particles of matter are very small. Particles of matter have space between them. Then particles of matter moves continuously. Particles of matter attract each other. So these are the properties. Then states of matter. So matter, finally we can conclude that matter is made up of very small particles and they have space between them. Matter can be classified into three groups mainly. They are solids, liquids and gases. Other classification of matter, other is fourth one, plasma, not plasma T, right? Plasma state, then Bose-Einstein condensate, and other one is fem-ionic condensate. These are the 6 categories or 6 groups of states of matter. But we did not discuss anything about plasma, Bose-Einstein condensate and fem-ionic. We will be learning the higher studies. Then let us discuss solids, liquids and gases. Solids, liquids and gases by giving a tabular form, by conducting simple activities if it is possible. Then let us discuss the next topic, properties of matter. Properties of matter. Okay, then for example, if you take yesterday in the previous class, I break down the piece dry cell. I break down the dry cell. So if it is still hammered, so what will happen if I continuously beating on it? What will happen? So it is solid. So it has one shape only. By continuous hammering, what will happen? It become powder. So we can break until it cannot be further. It cannot furtherly breaks down. So that the very small particle, how much size is possible? For that size, when we hammer, finally that particles cannot be break down into again and again. Such condition, such is called as an atom. That is called as an atom, or we can call it as paramanu, and it is called as a paramanu. Right? So simply. Another one, if you take some glass, right? See here, this is a carbon rod which is present. It is a solid. Because it occupies some space. It is a matter. Because it has some mass. It has some weight also. It occupies some space also. Similarly, this is a solid. This is also a matter because of has some it occupies some space, and also what will happen? It has some weight also. So, for example, if I add some water, so water also example. Water also example for matter because of it has some weight, it has some mass and occupy some space. In this, if I add this black substance here, see what will happen? If I add this, you observe that, or if I add some food color, here, do you observe that the color of the solution changed or not? The color of the solution is changed or not, right? See here, the color changed. Why? Because of water is a matter, a liquid made up of particles, and the food color also a matter made up of particles, right? So it forms a colored solution. Actually, I did not add a small pieces of food color. I add some quantity of food color into the water. It gives a colored solution because of that small particle, the small piece of food color is a matter. That matter is divided. That matter is split. That matter is divided into very, very, very small pieces. So that each small piece or each small dust, structured particle. It has a small structured particle. So that's why it forms a solution. So here the color is changed because of water is a matter. Example for liquid. Liquid is a matter. We know it is made up of a particle. One of the characteristics what is particles of matter have space between them. So due to the space between the particles of matter, it produces a colored solution. Right? So then and also observe that here if I take some water and I will add food color in the glass, do you observe that any movement of the particles here? Do you see? I think, are you understanding? Will you see? Will you see the particles inside moving or not? Right, it is also form some colored solution. So food particles are moving or not? So food particles are moving in the glass. So particles are moving continuously. Such movement we can call as Brownian motion. So you also try at your home, take the small glass, fill some amount of water and add any food color. Observe that the food color particles are moving on the surface. Because one of the character is particles of matter moves continuously. Particles of matter move continuously. And one more example, if we burn the incense stick, agarbatti, in one corner, so what will happen? We are able to experience the smell. We are able to see the smoke. We are able to see the smoke. The smoke is moving from one place to another place. That is nothing but gaseous particles. Gaseous particles. Gaseous particles are moving continuously. That means gas is a matter. Matter is made up of particles. Particles are moves continuously. With the help of other activities also, we will discuss about characteristic properties. Characteristic properties, right? So this is about what is matter, composition of matter, states of matter, characteristics of particles of matter, right? So next we will discuss properties. Two properties or three properties, if it is possible, will explain. Thank you. So, plasma, Bose-Einstein condensate.